Get up, get focused, and get into your passionate moyo everywhere we go. Everybody has a story. Stories are something that fascinate us. We love to hear stories. I love to hear a good story, and I love to tell a good story. Stories are intriguing. They draw us in. This part of Instagram and Facebook where you can post your story is just a natural draw because we're drawn to stories. Here's the thing. I believe that the key to overcoming racial prejudice, ethnic prejudice, spiritual prejudice, all forms of prejudice, is when we understand and know other people's stories. See, when we get to know people, really get to know their story, their passion that's in their heart, their desires, then we see who they really are. We see past the color of skin or where they were raised or what neighborhood they come from. We see past all of that and start to see into their heart. And when we start to see into their heart, we see who they really are. And it's critically important to see who people really are, to see their strengths, their desires, their dreams, but also their weaknesses. We do ourselves injustice when we don't bear our weaknesses and our burdens so that people can know who we really are, why we do the things we do, what led us to where we are in our life right now. When we try to hide who we really are, then we do an injustice to everyone because they can't know us. They can't know our true heart. They can't know our story. So I believe the key to the pathway of overcoming our problems that we face in the world right now is through our stories, through getting to know each other. We've got to own our story. We've got to tell our story, and we've got to listen to the stories of others. What do I mean by own your story? Own your story. Every part of it. The strengths, the weaknesses, the faults, your dreams, your passions. Own it. Don't hide from it. Don't try to escape it. Own the whole thing of it. And when you own it, you want to tell it. You want to tell other people about your hopes, your dreams, your desires. Tell your story. Don't hold it back. When you hold back parts of your story, people will never truly know who you are. And that's the only way that we're going to get past prejudice and hatred, ignorance. So own your story. Don't be ashamed of it. The good and the bad, own it. And when you own it, tell it. Don't be ashamed to tell people who you are, what has happened in your life, the good and the bad. We learn so much from difficulties in our life, and other people can learn when they hear the difficulties you've been through. And then last, but absolutely not least, listen to the stories of other people. Don't be selfish. Don't make it all about your story. Listen to the stories of others so that you can know their heart, know their passion. That's the way through this war of prejudice, hatred, and injustice. So, challenge for today: own your story. tell your story and listen to the stories of other people. Here's your opportunity. Make the most of it. Moyo everywhere we go.